So let's talk about horror films, shall we? So, I'm not typically a fan of Netflix when it comes to genre movies because they have a really bad habit of having a bunch of kind of subpar movies mixed in with a few gems here and there. However, every once in a while they'll have something really good. And about 2, maybe 3 years ago, I was on the channel and I was flipping through and I saw this movie in my suggestions box, and I kind of clicked on it and started watching it. And this is actually a pretty solid movie. It's not great, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. It's a good old fashioned vampire romp, and it's yet another Irish production who also did a dark song and another movie which I'm going to do a little tidbit about called The Canal. Now, this movie is a pretty simple setup. It starts off with this old man out in the out in some peat bog somewhere out in the countryside of Ireland, and he comes across this body, and he uncovers the body, probably thinking it's some sort of like ritual sacrifice or something else, and he obviously thinks that, it's mummified or dead or whatever. Well, this body is actually alive, and it comes to life, and it bites the guy, right? And the next thing you know is this farmer becomes this weird creature that's running around. And now the unique thing about this movie is it follows the original, or not the original, but some of the older concepts to a T. And the creature is very sensitive to light, and of course you bite somebody and they kind of transfer over into another creature within a few moments. Well, anyway, this girl and her boyfriend or fiance or husband are kind of bebopping around, going on some sort of day trip or some sort of holiday or something like that. And they, for some reason, they stop at this guy's house. They're having like car trouble or something like that. Well, there's a scene in the movie where the girl's sitting around the car, and she's got a little bit of light kind of surrounding her, but you could see the thing in the background. Kind of, it's almost like it's stalking her. And the trick is that it's not sensitive just to sunlight; it's sensitive to any light. It has to operate in complete darkness, which I thought was kind of a unique twist on the whole vampire mythos. And basically, the movie is this girl and her significant other moving around this house, trying to avoid this creature. And it, like I said, it's very sensitive to light. Just a little bit will start damaging it. And there's several scenes in the movie where, of course, her cell phone runs out of batteries and all the lights are knocked out, and she's struggling to kind of keep control. I thought it was a really good little paranoid movie, and one of the things I liked was kind of the setting of the Irish countryside. You don't really see a lot of movies set in that uh, in that area, which I think it probably should do more because it's actually a pretty good place to do films because it has kind of this weird vibe to it. I mean, it's a beautiful place, and but it has a very strange vibe that's very unique, and that's why so many people like to take tours and take holidays and vacations over there because it is a very interesting, unique place, unlike anywhere else in Europe. But anyway, this movie, the reason why I liked it so much is because it was an old-fashioned vampire story. No frills, no action movie, no machine guns, no vampire love lust or whatever. It's just a straight up, the creature's bad, it's evil, and it's going to kill you. And it follows. If you see my video on the history of vampires in cinema, it follows more the Nosferatu tradition, which I thought was a very welcome um, take. I mean, it's something I haven't seen in quite a while. And now the actors in the movie, they're all they're pretty young, they're not very well known, and the director. I think this is either like his first or maybe his second movie, but I thought it was really really good. I thought it's a really good effort, and hopefully whoever made this will actually make another one. So anyway, hopefully this movie will um inspire somebody to go watch it. I highly recommend this one. It's a simple movie, simple setup. A couple of people get trapped in this farmhouse, and there's this thing trying to kill them, and there's a few hiccups along the way, and of course this poor girl is trying to is trying to get through it. And of course, it has kind of a subtly ambiguous ending to it, which again is the hallmark of an interesting horror movie. So anyway, this has been Scarecrow. Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day, and I shall talk to you later.